Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to rig an offshore trolling lure. What you're going to need is your terminal tackle here, you're going to need your crimps, your hook, and then some beading, which is back here. You need your lure obviously, and then a length of leader line that you're going to use to tie the whole rig together with. So what you want to do to start, grab your leader line and one of your crimps, feed the crimp onto the leader line. So you got about a 2 to 3 inch piece hanging out outside of the crimp there. Take the hook, run the eye with the line, and then run the line back through that crimp. Leave yourself enough so you have a little bit of tag end to clip off there. And get it down just about like that. So that the hook's got room to wiggle, so it's not pulled tight, but it can wiggle around if the fish needs it to when you're fighting the fish or while the lure's running, so it doesn't look so stiff. So go ahead and then crimp up your line. Or crimp up the line with the crimps here. So now you got that nice and tight. So now that the hook's on there, now you can get rid of your tag line here. So I'll go ahead and clip that off of there. Alright, so now the back end is all ready to roll. Next, you're going to put your beads on there that'll space the hook from the body of the lure and also protect the line somewhat from any of the fish you might be going after that have some teeth. So we're going to put a total of 6 of these beads on here. I'm just using clear beads. Some people, depending on what they're going after, use clear beads, or they use colored beads or glow beads, you know, on various different sizes. But for this purpose here, I'm not looking for them to show or be doing any glowing or anything. It's just going to be a topwater bait for daytime fishing. So I'm just going to put the 6 on there, which will give me the right length behind the hook, or behind the lure, for where I want the hook to ride in the skirt of the bait. So I got all 6 of them on there, so we'll go ahead and slide those all the way down to the bottom here. So now we've got the beads on the main line. We've got our hook and crimp set up there. So next, we'll go ahead and slide the head of the bait on there. Slide it up through the bottom and out the top. Alright, so now because of those beads, if you can see, you can tell where the hook is riding, which is right there about 1 inch from the end of the tail, which is right where I like to ride them. A lot of times you'll get, especially when fish are being finicky, they'll come up and nip the tails of the baits. When you have your baits rigged like this, when they nip the tails of the bait, there's a pretty good chance they're going to catch that hook too. Or if you have your hooks up in the center of the bait, or a lot of people like to run them up into here, if you got fish that are biting short, or just biting on a drive-by like we like to call it, they'll miss this hook and they'll be biting back here where you don't have a hook. So you'll just get your short hits. You'll get short hit after short hit after short hit. So if you put it back here in the tail, you kind of do away with that frustration of getting bites but never hooking up. So now that that's all set, I should pull it back apart and I'll show you guys with the beads how it keeps it from, you got your beads there, keeps it from the bait getting too close to the hook. So it's adjust that lead length for me. So as you can see there, we're back to right where we were a minute ago, where it's about 1 inch or so from the end of the skirt length there. So now that we got that all set, we'll run out to the other end here and we'll finish it up. So what you're going to need is the tag end and another crimp. Put the crimp on there. Now what you do here with the main line is you grab both ends of it and you make a loop, just like you would if you were tying your shoes. Loop it through once, just like that, overhand knot basically. Loop it through twice. So it looks just like this. So now shrink this down to the desired size that you like. I like them a little smaller. That way they don't create as much of a bubble trail in the water. Now take that second tag end there and run it through the crimp so it looks just like this. So you got your main line going out here to your bait, and you got your tag end here sticking out. Now you got that loop there. What that loop is going to be is where you're going to attach your snap swivel coming from the rod. So adjust this, like I said, adjust it to the size that you like, and about there, that's about the size that I like, just a little bit smaller than the tip of my thumb. So then what I'm going to do, go ahead and crimp it up. And then get rid of my tag end. And now I'm ready to fish.